What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strutter Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs, and today I am going to build not one but two kits, the Zowart and the Zowart Heavy from the Witch of Mercury animated series. Been thinking long and hard what to make now because I've been in the mood to building another witch kit. And even though I have a lot of other witch kits that I would like to build, I'm choosing the Zowart because the Zowart reminds me of another mobile suit, or not mobile suit, more like a mech. In less than 2 weeks, we're all going to be, or I would say 1 week, we're all going to be playing a nice little game called Armored Core 6. And I know a lot of you are getting ready for that, on probably making room on your hard drive. I think it's about 60 gigs. And maybe getting updating your video card drivers, or maybe even getting a better video card driver. Getting a better video card, and hoping to play some Armored Core. I hope to play it myself as well. But in anticipation of me getting that game and having fun on Steam, I'm going to build these two guys. Now, Zowart was great to see this, especially with the flying unit, which I was going to pull that out of stock as well and build it, but I think that deserves its own a separate video. While the Heavy, I would like to explore its uniqueness and different option parts that it has. It's basically almost the same thing. That's why I'm going to be building both of them at the same time. However, for those who know me, I like to do something a little different. Zowart Heavy, I'm going to leave it alone the way it is. But Zowart is almost a blank canvas of a mech. I'm going to customize it, give it a little bit more of an Armored Core look to it, change it up a bit. If you know what I'm saying, I may pull some parts from other kits, maybe fabricate my own. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 30-minute mission parts would be great for this kit as well. Both of these kits can be obtained from Gundam Planet. I'll put the links down below, so head on over there and pick it up if you guys have not gotten your hands on getting the Zowart. But this one will be built and painted. This one will be built, customized, and painted, and we'll give it a side-by-side comparison of how it looks. And you tell me what you guys like, which kit you like the most. Let's open up one of these boxes and see how it looks. I've seen this kit built and displayed on Gundam Planet, and I kind of knew what to expect, but I wanted to savor this moment. See what we have here. This is based on the Farad, I believe, and I never built the Farad. I guess that's part of the gun, the beam gun. Part of the waist unit and the leg parts. We have a light grayish tone. I like the green. It has a very like a very light grayish green, you could say. Two beam saber parts there. Chest unit device right there. Backpack. Center display. Head unit. So we have the colors are the same here on this side of the plate. We have a kind of like a bluish tone color here, dark blue. This is a lime green, and the orange. And then we have the manual. Hold on. It begins here, of course. So here's the plates A, B, C, D, and the beam effect parts, and we have the assembly of the head, and the chest part, the body. Interesting layers. You have like an inner frame part, followed by an armored part plates over. Not a big fan of these thruster binder type things. You can try to figure out what to do with them. And we have the arms, both left and right arms. And then this would have been great if Bandai would have made option parts for the Zowart, but it leaves for, you know, some possibilities right there. Here's the assembly of the legs, both left and right legs. And then we have the waist unit. Final assembly, and how to plug it into an action base stem or on the Tickle Balang aircraft, sold separately, of course. And then you have the beam rifle. This is more like a beam. It's not a beam rifle, beam spray type weapon. What is it called anyway? Beam gun. Yeah, it's called a beam gun, not a beam rifle. It's a gun. And then you have the hilts for the beam but the beam sabers can be stored under the forearm. And it looks like it's under in the forearm. And then, of course, this is what it looks like. This is not a weapon. This is more like a thruster type thing, maneuvering thrusters. But then again, I don't remember being anything fired off of that, since it was used during, I believe, one of the events. Body is green. You have a green body, which is 50% white, green, and white 20%, lime green 20%, cobalt blue 5%, gray 5%, and yellow small doses, just to get that tone. The other part of the body is blue part. Cobalt blue 90%, black is 5%, red is 5%. Then the charcoal parts we have is the gray part. I see a bunch of variants there, and then you have the black part, dark green, dark gray. So you have regular gray and dark gray for the beam rifle. And that's pretty much it. This is actually a very nice kit here. Alright, that's the Zowart. Let's look at the Zowart Heavy. Now we're going to look at the Zowart Heavy. And the Zowart Heavy now has not a beam rifle, but more like not a beam gun, more like a beam rifle type weapon. A long beam rifle, as it says. But it also has a over-the-shoulder missile launcher. And I guess it's a beam cannon. Detachable beam sabers. Missile launcher hatches can be opened and closed. But is that a beam cannon, or it doesn't say anything? So all the weaponry are black color tone. Very nice. The same inner frame parts that is gray. Instead of the light bluish or light grayish tone, greenish tone, we now have a darker greenish tone, some reminiscent to that of a Zaku 2 color tone. Different look and style to this kit. Let's look at the manual. I don't see no X's here. You would think that with the added parts that they add, maybe there was something they're going to remove, but this is completely a new build, a new structure. And we have the assembly of the head, the torso body, Very good detail on that. And we have the assembly of the arms, both left and right arms. And then the leg unit, both left and right legs. Waist unit right there. Comes with detail parts for energy clips for the rifle. I'm going to call it a rifle, I'm not going to call it a long beam gun. And then we have the assembly of the missile pack, which, quite frankly, it's parts forming. This is not open and close. It'll simulate open and close, but it will not open and close by itself. And then the other beam gun, which I don't know if it's a beam gun or it has to be a beam gun. I have to watch that episode again. And again, you can put that on the tick belang. Here's the beam rifle assembly, and how to put it on this kit. Here's how it looks overall. Yeah, beam cannon. Very neat. I really like this version. Body is green, more of a olive green, dark olive green. But the other part of the body is blue parts. Didn't see blue parts in the other manual. Actually, yeah, it is blue. The Titan. It's the blue parts for the. Okay. Then we have light gray parts, and then for the. Well, hold on. It's gray parts, not light gray parts. It's almost similar to this guy right here. No, it's actually different. Might as well put these two side by side together. So this is blue and this is blue, but cobalt blue 70%, while cobalt blue 90%, purple 20%, black 5%, and then midnight blue 10%. So this is a more different tone than this one. You can barely even notice it, so you might as well do both. So we have a darker gray tone and a lighter gray tone for the inner frame, and then the weaponry is dark gray parts. Basically, you can figure it out right there. And there we go. Painting is going to be the same for this guy. That shouldn't be easy. That should not be a problem. This one I want to try a different color approach, and I don't know yet. But I want to know what can I do to customize this, and I have other parts to use. Give me a few moments. So I'm looking into customizing this with other parts that I have collected, and things will change and progress during the assembly. I'm actually thinking of using 30-minute mission parts. Not that I'm 100% sure if I want to, but I'm throwing that in the air. The one thing that I have is some parts that will definitely make it look more of a armored core kit, like these two missile pods sections here, the ones that I got a while back, which I used on my Cobra, his gun tank. Yeah. I have this minigun type weapon, which can be part of the weapon for this, like on the other hand. I have some vents, things like that. Mono eyes here. More vents. And of course, we're eliminating these two, but we may end up using it for something else. We don't know. We'll have to flesh it out. I have some other parts here, like something like this from a this was actually from, God, I believe it was from the 00 Sky kit that I built a long time ago from the Bill Divers. Use some parts for this that will supplement that. I have also another gun here. This was actually one of my favorite weaponry parts that you can put on. Even though I like the knees, I'd like to replace it with something else, like let's say knees like this, but I don't know if it's too big or too wide for it. This is actually from Master Grade 2.0 Zaku. I have other weaponry and parts that will adapt it out, extend out the body of it. So like this one here, these are option part weapons as well for these. Don't know if I'll use the rifle. I have this little part there that could be used for like the front skirt or the top back skirt. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I have another customized option part set, this one right here, which I don't know if it could be another weaponry or detailed design. Of course, we have some thruster pods or connections like that. That would be perfect for that. Give it maybe some fuel tanks. You know, don't think I remember armored core kits coming with fuel tanks, but that's up to debate. And considering that there's a lot of curvatures on certain parts of the body, and whether in the arms or the legs, I have these two parts right here, this and this, which I think will probably be a good idea to cut, mold, and put it around there. Added like an extra armor layered part there. We're going to be exploring these ideas. We build it first, review it, and then we'll work our way into it. Because besides parts like this, I have also 30-minute mission parts, which was actually within arm's reach. Yeah, here we go. I have these, the option part 6 customizable heads, which very, it's close similar to this, but I forgot these are heads that will go over the, I believe the Rabad and maybe the Alto, but maybe it can go over this head. Or I have other parts that simulates heads as well, but these are things that we will explore one piece at a time. But for now, let's assemble both of these guys so we can see how it looks overall, and then we'll begin the customization phase from there. With that being said, let me stop talking and let me start building high-grade Zowart and Zowart Heavy.